Picture this: Paris Fashion Week. The lights, the cameras, the flash of couture everywhere. And right in the middle of that glamorous chaos, Meghan Markle stepping into the spotlight, ready to prove she still has that star power. Only this time, Paris wasn't buying it. Rumors started swirling before the first show even began. Whispers that Meghan's grand return to fashion wasn't going smoothly. And then came the shocker. Balenciaga, one of the biggest names in luxury, allegedly wiped her name from their system. Gone. No invite, no partnership, just silence. It wasn't a scheduling issue, it was a statement. And in fashion, silence is louder than any headline. To understand how things got here, we need to rewind a little. Ever since Meghan and Harry stepped away from royal life, she's been trying to reinvent herself. Part Hollywood, part humanitarian, part global influencer. She's had success in media and philanthropy, but high fashion? That's a different game. A world built on quiet power, old alliances, and unspoken rules. Sources say Meghan arrived in Paris with high hopes, expecting brand deals, magazine covers, and a seat at every front row. But insiders claim things unraveled quickly. Reports of creative clashes surfaced, last-minute outfit changes, strong opinions during fittings, and friction behind the scenes. Fashion people talk, and those whispers spread fast. Then came the Balenciaga moment, the rumored erasure. That wasn't just business, that was personal. A move that told the entire industry, we're distancing ourselves, and once one brand pulls back, the rest follow. Meetings were suddenly postponed, invitations disappeared, and once friendly stylists stopped returning calls. Within days, Meghan's Paris comeback turned into a quiet exile. She expected the city to celebrate her, but instead she was watching from the sidelines. One PR insider even said she looked visibly upset when she wasn't seated front row. And in that world, seating isn't random. It's hierarchy. By midweek, Meghan skipped several events altogether. Some say she blamed her team for the fallout. Others say she blamed the fashion elites for being intimidated by her influence. But the truth? Paris thrives on subtlety. Meghan came in playing it loud. When Fashion Week ended, she left early, now without deals, without endorsements, and with a bruised reputation. The same city that once embraced her now seemed to move on without a glance. Back in California, her team went into full crisis mode. The story had to be flipped. Suddenly, articles appeared portraying Meghan as the visionary. Too bold, too modern for the old guard fashion world. A woman unfairly pushed aside for challenging the system. And then quietly came her next move. If Paris wouldn't have her, she'd build her own empire. Insiders say she began working on a sustainable fashion brand, built on inclusivity, ethical materials, and women's empowerment. No more waiting for approval from the elites. She'd design her own lane. When the line launched, Meghan appeared in one of her own pieces, simple, elegant, powerful. Critics praised the authenticity. Fans saw a comeback story. And just like that, she turned rejection into reinvention. Meanwhile, the same brands that had distanced themselves began facing backlash online. People questioned whether Balenciaga's erase move had gone too far. Public sentiment slowly shifted, and Meghan once again found herself in control of the story. In the end, she didn't just survive the Paris snub, she used it. Because real influence doesn't come from being invited to the table, it comes from building your own. Paris may have closed its doors, but Meghan Markle walked away with something stronger. Proof that she doesn't need the fashion world's approval to make a statement. And if history tells us anything, she's just getting started.